Hey guys, hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome again to another chat about our plant-based lifestyle program. Last night I did mention that we're starting a 1 week um intermittent fasting. And I'm joining you this evening to discuss some more about intermittent fasting. Some of you may not know what intermittent fasting is about, and therefore you'd love to hear more about that. I hope that that's the case, and I'm here this evening to talk to you about that. Now, what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is really
Sorry if I sound a little bit spaced out. I'm listening to my headphone connecting. It's a bit of blocking out a certain amount of time when you will be fasting and a certain amount of time that you'll be eating out of every day. Now, some people fast for 16 hours. Some people go for a little more than 16 hours. It depends on you and what your health situation is and what your body can accommodate. I'm starting at about 16 hours per day, and within that 16 hours, including when you're sleeping, or or at night, that's included in that 16 hours. We're not going to be having anything but water, and at around midday we start eating some food, usually something warm, and and you could have something else if you feel hungry, if you're up to it. But we cut off at about 6 p.m., and that is going to be the routine for 7 days. So at 6 o'clock, nothing more. So I rushed in and had something right around 6 to make sure I have something in my body. And now I'm only drinking water until bedtime. I won't have any other meal. I won't eat any fruits either. And I'll do that through the night, and I won't eat again until around midday tomorrow or 1 o'clock tomorrow. And probably have one or two meals or a meal and a half, meal later, and stop by 6 p.m. Now, there are many benefits to be derived from intermittent fasting that are documented, and I just want to go through a few of them here with you. Those of you who join, just indicate in the chat so that I could see who is on. If you never say hello, give a thumbs up, or do anything, I won't know who is here, so I could acknowledge you. So please go ahead and do that. And you please feel free to share with your network as well. Um, Now, I'm going to be reading from an online source, Healthline. This says that uh, intermittent fasting changes the function of your hormone cells and genes. This this could this could regulate your blood levels, the insulin in your blood, and cause it to drop significantly. So if you're having problems with diabetes, these are some of the changes that you could expect. Um, it would um, it would affect your insulin level, right, and cause it to drop significantly, which will facilitate fat burn. A lot of people do intermittent fasting for losing weight fairly quickly because it is a foolproof way of losing weight really quickly. It affects the human growth hormone, which is the HGL levels. That the blood vessels of human growth hormones may increase dramatically. The higher the levels of human growth of human um, the higher the level of hormone facilitates fat burning and muscle gain and have numerous other benefits. It also has cellular repair. The body induces important cellular repair processes such as removing waste materials and cells during the fasting period. gene expression, there are beneficial changes in several genes and molecules related to longevity and protection against diseases. So these are some of the benefits that they're citing here when you do intermittent fasting. First, it will affect your insulin level, um, human growth hormone levels, cellular repair, gene expression. Okay, so the summary of that: when you fast, insulin levels drop and human growth hormone increases. The cells also um, initiate important cellular repair processes and change which genes they express, right? The second thing is they can help you lose weight and vascular fat. We mentioned this before that this is a primary way of burning fat that is proven over and over that helps to burn fat, so you will lose weight eventually. Many of those who try intermittent fasting are doing it to lose weight. Generally speaking, intermittent fasting will make you eat fewer meals unless you compensate by eating much more during other meals. You will end up taking in fewer calories. So the idea here is if you're eating if you're eating starting from around midday, 1 o'clock, somewhere there, you are obviously going to eat less than if you start eating from 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. So unless you're going to be eating a whole lot and eating a whole lot of fattening things at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, then you should be taking in less calories because when you start eating that late and cutting off at around 6 o'clock, you would not have enough time to eat too many calories unless you're really eating something that is packed with calories from the get go. So the great thing about it is even though you're doing the fasting, you should be mindful of what you're eating. You should still watch what you're eating. You want to get in all the nutrients that are important for your body in that 1 or 2 meals that you're taking in and restrict, the fats and all the things that would be harmful, in abundance if you take them in. So you're going to be watching your weight just the same, even though you're eating that late. You're eating from midday to 6 o'clock. So the next thing that they're saying here is okay, it can reduce insulin resistance, lowering your risk of type 2 diabetes. So some people are pre-diabetic, some people have diabetes. Um, this is something that they're recommending that can help to regulate type 2 diabetes. Okay, type 2 diabetes has become a very common diagnosis in recent decades. Its main features in high blood sugar. Its main feature is high blood sugar levels in the context of insulin resistance. So anything that reduces insulin resistance should help blood sugar levels and protects against type 2 diabetes. So um, this is something you might want to try if you have type 2 diabetes, but by all means, discuss it with your doctor before and make sure that you're in the best of health. And always, if you have diabetes, make sure you have something beside you that or with you wherever you are that you could eat in case you start to feel woozy or dizzy or whatever, right? So take this um, up with your doctor before you try. But they're saying that this is something that could help with type 2 diabetes because it its main feature is high blood sugar levels in um its main feature is high blood sugar levels in the context of insulin resistance, which is what type 2 diabetes is about. So it helps to regulate that high in insulin resistance. So let me see what's the fourth thing here. It can reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. No, inflammation in the body, we all know about that. That can cause all kind of havoc on our bodies. We can get pain in our joints. We can get all kinds of things as a result of having high inflammation levels, which can also lead to diseases. Oxidative stress is one of the steps towards aging and many chronic diseases. It involves and this is why we talk about having antioxidants in like things like green tea and other things that we use that are rich in antioxidants, because these antioxidants will help make you age pretty fast, right? So that's why they're talking about oxidative stress here. It said it is one of the steps towards aging, and a lot of us are afraid of anything that will age us quickly. So think about this as something that helps to control that oxidative stress, right? It involves unstable molecules called free radicals. Free radicals react with other important molecules such as protein and DNA and damage them, right? So free radicals is said to be one of the culprits that would cause us to age quickly. And anything that we can use that can control free radicals, we tend to want to lean towards those things. All right. And the summary here said studies show that intermittent fasting can reduce oxidative damage and inflammation in your body. This should have benefits against aging and development of numerous diseases, right? Number five, it may be beneficial for heart health, right? Heart health is currently the world's biggest killer. It's known that various health markers, so-called risk factors, are associated with either an increased or decreased risk of heart disease. Intermittent fasting has been shown to improve numerous different risk factors, including blood sugar levels, blood pressure, blood triglycerides, total and LDL, which is bad cholesterol, inflammation markers, right? So the summary here says studies show that intermittent fasting can improve numerous risk factors for heart diseases such as blood pressure, cholesterol level, triglycerides, and inflammation markers. All right. Number six says it induces various cellular repair processes. And the summary for that said fasting trigger a metabolic pathway called auto, autophagy, which removes waste material from the cells, right? It may help prevent cancer, and and it has benefits for your brain, right? Because of the same oxidative stress, inflammation, blood sugar level, insulin level. That also helps with your brain. Intermittent fasting may have improved benefit for brain health. It may increase growth of new neurons and protect the brain from damage, right? It may help prevent Alzheimer's disease, it says here, and it may extend your lifespan, helping you live longer. And and there's a summary to that. All right. So this is you could look almost anywhere online and find information on intermittent fasting, and it is really not as difficult as it sounds. 16 hours without food. A lot of us do that sometimes, unless you're a real foodie and always want to eat. But it is fairly normal and fairly okay to go without eating for a few hours in the morning until, especially if you're a busy person, it's very easy to do that. To wake up and probably have some water. You could have some warm water if you want to, But one thing that is advised is that while you're doing the fasting, that you also have warm lemon water or cold lemon water if you want to. But I would recommend warm lemon water always, because it's always a good idea to use when you're fasting, to be taking in warm liquids instead of cold liquids, right? So you could have warm lemon water just before you break that fast by eating food, and you could do that before each meal that you take during that window of time that you would be eating. So that helps your body also with all the processes that's going on in your system. Lemon is usually very cleansing, so it's a very good thing to be having during that time. And it's advised that you eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of spices like cinnamon and thyme, and all of those things that you would use generally for seasoning. They're very good. Your garlic, your onions, all of these things are very, very good to consume along with vegetables and fruits and nuts during that time when you have that window of time that you eat. But try to avoid a lot of starch during that time, right? So if anyone has any question, they could put it in the chat and I will answer your question. Um, Also, feel free to join me as we go about this this fasting for this week. You don't have to do the entire week. You could just choose how many days you want to do. But it would be great for you to do the week and see how your body reacts to that, how you feel at the end of it all. You should be more energized. You should feel and see the difference on your skin, um, because of that whole cleansing process. All right. So I want you to guys to have a wonderful night. Just think about it. Let me know. Send me a message. You could respond in the chat, in the group, or on um, on YouTube, or wherever you're seeing this broadcast, this streaming live stream. You can indicate and please be a part of the process, right? We're happy to be able to provide you with this opportunity free of cost. It's part of our bigger program, which is our plant-based lifestyle program that is now going on. And I decided that I'm going to share this part of it with the uh, general public, for whoever wants to, whoever is in our group or whoever this video reaches and want to join us for this intermittent fasting. Please feel free to participate free of cost. Okay? Well, have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we could get some more information about intermittent fasting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments in advance. Thank you. Bye.